right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to welcome everyone here to the State of Synth. My name is Dennis G.
Oh, and I'm Neon Fox.
Neon Fox, how you doing today?
I'm doing all right. You?
I'm doing splendid, man.
It's Friday. This is different for us.
Yeah, man, it's party time. It's good times. We are here with our very special guest, Elevate the Sky, a.k.a. Scott. How you doing, Scott?
Scott.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Doing good. Thanks for having me on the show.
Oh, it's always fun to have you on.
Yeah.
But so we finally got to meet you back in April, didn't we?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
What a blast.
At the Neon Retro Fest.
I can't believe
Tampa.
It was a dream come true. It was like a family or a school reunion.
Yeah.
In a weird way because we'd never met each other in person, but it felt like we already had. It's crazy.
It's like Synthwave away camp.
And I can't believe it was only like what, maybe not even a year ago. I feel like it was forever ago, you know?
Yeah.
And people are always like,
like
I'm waiting for the next Neon, and I'm like they just did it like this year.
Exactly.
Like 2023 they did.
I know. It's been so long.
I'm like the desert, you know, and Neon is my elixir. I need my Neon to keep my life pulse going or something like that. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Let's remind the listeners, we are live.
Yes. Did you say users?
Users. I was going to say all the users. You know why? It's because I was reading a reply to one of my posts from user.
Oh, nice.
So I've got user on the mind. Okay, anyways. Our listeners, we are live. And of course, you're probably tuned into nightride.fm, the website, the IRC channel. Say hi in the IRC. We like to shout out your names. And of course, if you're tuned into YouTube, we are live. So say hello in the chats and we'll shout out your name. Quick shout outs to our Aussie friend all the way from Perth, Australia, Craig Packman. Yeah. We've also got our Polish friend, Gustarian. And Coffin Dragger is in the house.
Very
Another Neon Retrofest veteran.
That's right.
Yeah. And our Overlord, the AI that has reached AGI levels of intelligence. Z.
Oh.
Hey, Z tuned in.
Yeah, we've got another Aussie in the house. Hearts and Beta has joined.
Hearts and Beta, nice. I feel like
speaking of which, Hearts and Beta's got a new album too.
Yeah,
out.
Indeed.
That's right. By the way, folks, it's Bandcamp Friday.
Is it?
So,
I totally forgot about Bandcamp Friday.
Whatever you buy on Bandcamp, 100% of the proceeds go straight to the artists to pay for their drugs and booze and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a wonderful thing. I think we got even a charity album that is for sale still. Something called Live at Mr. Fusion's, and I would push it harder, but you know what, Jules? You know what we did yesterday?
What? Do tell.
We made our goal. $500 was our goal, so I'm just coasting right now. Like, I don't feel like I have to push to reach the goal. We're gonna be able to write a nice donation check to the Trevor Project in December. Everything that we get after this, obviously, is just it's the cherry on top, you know. But, you know, in the last minute of the last hour, we had one of our synth fam friends, and in fact is I believe, Australian as well, out of Melbourne. And it is the Euro Theater, which really, really made a sizable donation, and I want to personally thank them for just going over and beyond and really helping us reach our goals. So thank you so much.
I'm going to pop a link, 'cause this is Bandcamp Friday. I'm going to pop a link to Euro Theater's Bandcamp page in them there chats.
Yeah.
Y'all can go and buy some of his music, because
click back,
amazing.
Buy back.
So generous.
Pay it forward.
Pay it back.
It's incredible that we did reach our goal, and I'm very happy. So mission accomplished. We're going to move forward, and we have a wonderful guest tonight. We have the Mr. Scott, Elevate the Sky, and
we're going to play some tracks from his new album.
Yes.
Dreaming in Color.
Incredible. And why don't we let's drop a track before we deep dive into our chat with Scott. We have some submissions. You can always go to nightride.fm/submit to submit your songs. You can submit your albums, your singles, whatever you like. And if it's good, obviously, we'll put it on the station. We'll put it maybe on a show. Karn, the 80s guy, the state of synth, you know. Good stuff. And this was one of the submissions that we were absolutely blown away. In fact, I think we're going to have this gentleman on the show for our season finale. We're going to bring him on as one of our guests. He goes by the name of Elon Dust, not Elon Musk. So nice. Haters back off. But he is an amazing producer. This is actually his first foray into the synthwave scene. He's been doing music for a while, I think since like 2011. But this is his first breakout debut synthwave album, and it is absolutely a banger. So we're going to play a track from that album, one of my favorite tracks here off of this album right here. The track is called Awaken, and you're listening to it right here on Night Ride FM. Enjoy. And that was Awaken by Elon Dust. I love the name.
I gotta tell everyone, I put a link in the chat when the song was playing, but it's from his new album, A Wednesday in October, which you can find on Bandcamp. So once again, there's something to spend your money on.
It's a cool album. It is his breakout album, like I said. It's his breakout synthwave album. He's been around the block. Great producer. It's a mixture of, I would say, French touch, synthwave meets EDM, a little bit like Moi, a little bit like Luxley. It's got that danceable, synthwavy kind of vibe that you can just jam out to. So check it out.
By the way, quick shout out to Fujurugi,
Ooh.
who's in the IRC chat.
Very good, very good.
Yeah. Right. So, sir, let's get down to business here with Elevate the Sky.
Elevate the
Scott.
What's up?
So, you did a little thing.
You did a thing.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We gotta clean it up now, damn it.
Yeah.
Get the rags.
So you dropped an album.
You dropped a killer album, man.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much, guys.
And
so okay, let's first talk about Ascend. You dropped that one back in 2020, right?
Yeah.
So this album was a long time coming.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 2.5 years, I think, right?
Yeah. But it sounds like it's had 2.5 years of tender love.
Oh, thank you.
Now, I mean, so we're playing 3 songs from the album tonight. I didn't want to play We Are the Dreamers because we've played that several times already on the show.
Yeah.
And there is more to this album than you and Michael Oakley. So I figured we would play some other stuff. But when did you start work on this album?
So actually, it's funny because I really didn't have a plan to start writing the album as soon as I did, which I think was around early 2021. And of course, you guys know what happened. Mom passed away and everything, and that just when you know as well as anybody, when you go through something, that's when the creativity kicks in. That's when it happens.
Right.
Yeah,
just all this stuff just starts happening. And at the time I was submitting songs for licensing through my friend Gary Robinson, and he had he's gonna kill me, but I can't remember something groove. Sorry, forgive me. But anyway, yeah, I was submitting songs, and at that time, that's basically all I was doing, was just kind of writing some instrumentals, just kind of going through the motions. And then, of course, all that stuff happened, and then these songs just started coming out that I ended up not submitting to him because it was like, wait a minute, this is there's a theme going on here. A couple songs came out of that, like We Are the Dreamers and Radio, Santa Monica, like just right away within the first few weeks, just all these songs just started happening. And so yeah, I would say probably around the early part, probably March, April 2021.
Do you find when you're like having all this inspiration, do you find that it's always in like the oddest of places? Like you're in a shower, walking down the road, and you're like, holy shit, I just got a song in my head. And like what's the first thing that you do when you have that melody? Do you have like a little pocket recorder? Do you carry around like a synthesizer in your back pocket?
Dennis, it's called a smartphone.
Always carry my phone, always. Yeah. But yeah, it always happens in the weirdest places. I've definitely had the bathroom moments, but most of the time it's in the bed.
In the public bathroom.
Right in the middle of I'll be asleep and then wake up like 2 or 3 hours during the sleep. And then there it is. And then I'll have to get up and record it on the phone and try to be quiet. And so it's always like, you guys would laugh if you heard my like little messages on my phone. Cause it's like, here's the melody. It's like, so it's like that because it's the middle of the night, right?
It's amazing. I love it.
I can just see you like sitting on a can and thinking,
Yeah.
hey, I got a great track for Michael Oakley.
Oh my God! Can you please just release that entire I just want your entire dictaphone or whatever it is. I just
God.
take it and don't even edit it. Just put that onto an album and make it like a bonus off cut kind of thing, extra type of thing. I just want to hear Scott going. On the toilet, the toilets are flushing. He's like, "This is the song right here."
Whisper wave. Don't want to wake up the girl, so I'm gonna be really quiet.
That's amazing. And all your interpretations of all the songs can be on there.
Yeah.
Just going through the motions.
Brilliant.
I love it.
By the way, quick shout out to Joe Loke.
Hey, there he
joined
is.
us in the IRC chat, as well as Dragonweed.
Nice. The Discord, I guess, is waking up. By the way, discord.gg/synthwave. You can jump on our Discord. We like pizza over there. We like synthwave, and I mean, what else is there, right?
Yeah, pretty much nothing really.
That's all you get. But it's a pretty good chunk. And hop on in and go tell the Discord people to come into the IRC. We have an IRC, we have a Discord, lots of places you can chat about things, synthwave, pizza, bathroom experiences, whatever you want. It's really a wide open forum where you can talk about whatever.
Oh, by the way, did you see my post, my Spotify rap that showed me all the top genres that I listen to?
Synthwave?
And so let me tell you, I listen to a wide breadth of music.
Oh, that's right.
Synthwave, pop wave, space wave, dark synth, chill synth.
Chill wave, chill synth, dark synth.
I mean, that's pretty much every music genre there is.
That's amazing. I almost thought you photoshopped that when you showed that. I was like, are you for real? There's nobody that listens to that much synthwave. And then I remembered it's Jules. So mine is a mix. I can't have a legit breakdown because my kids have part of the account. So it's like,
that's I was hoping for Karen's yearly post where you see the wiggles in there.
Hot potato, hot potato. It's great. Yeah, no, but I do get that. I get some melody. What's the Melanie? Oh crap! We just spent a lot of money on concert tickets. She was Martinez. That's what it is. Melanie Martinez. She's pretty good. She's what did she do? She was on The Voice. So she's another one of those auteurs who has this alter ego and just has this wild third personality and creates this universe, and it's cool. She does her thing and makes her music and makes my kids happy, and apparently she's going on concert, and we spent way too much on concert tickets. This is why I like synthwave concert tickets, synthwave events. You get $10, maybe $30 to go see the Midnight, not $190.
Right, exactly.
And a Ticketmaster's
although if you want to see them, if you want a VIP ticket to the Midnight, then you're spending $100 some odd.
That is true. Yeah.
I remember the days when they were just two guys and they'd hang out after their shows and mingle with people.
I love that. Yeah.
Doing their thing, man.
Now success is painful for the rest of us.
It's gone to their heads. No, I do love them though.
Oh yeah. Speaking of success, I think we got to play a track from the new album, Dreaming in Color.
A very successful album.
By the way, I got to remind everyone, there are compact discs available.
Ooh.
You still got some in stock, Scott?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, very nice.
Before I send everyone over, send the link there. But folks, get your compact discs. I've got one. I've also got my Dreaming in Color t-shirt.
Are you wearing it right now, Jules?
Yes, of course.
Very nice.
I'm wearing my Neon Fox shirt.
Look at you guys.
Ooh,
I'm wearing just a black t-shirt because I don't give a shit.
It's time to make a Dennis G t-shirt.
Oh, God.
All right, let's play a track.
Let's do it.
So maybe you want to tell us about this track. So we're gonna play the first track from the album because I love that. Plus, you used it in your promo videos, which, that video you did with you growing up, all the life photos and stuff, just melted my heart.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's some
I
real
love your
nostalgia stuff right there.
Yeah, but so I'm like, here's the thing: if you've been fortunate enough to meet Scott, then you'll see that video and you're just gonna sit and wait to see if you pop up. And sure enough,
Yeah, yeah.
Is that the one where you did the
Everybody's-
flash
Picture of
dance?
you.
no. It's the he just dropped it. What, you released that video like 2 weeks ago? 1 week ago?
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's basically it's photos of Scott from when he was a kid, as he's growing up,
Oh,
and then all his life events and things like that. And eventually it gets to the retro fest.
oh,
And
that's right.
all the photos from all the people there. But it's got the stuff from LA, like you went to the Ollie Ride concert, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty much, if you want to know everything about Scott, watch that video.
That's
so,
like your life story in 3.5 minutes.
Oh yeah.
But tell us about radio. You got a little help on this from the talented System Glitch.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, so Bobby of System Glitch helped me out with some vocals, and even okayed some stuff because I guess he had messaged me and said, "Hey man, you want to chat tonight?" I was like, "Sure, let's do it." So we were on there, and he was showing me all this cool stuff and some demos he was working on, and then he's like, "Hey man, do you have anything in the works?" And I was like, "Yeah, actually I do." I'm like, "Can you listen to this and just does it suck?" And I played it to him, and he was like, "Well, it doesn't suck."
That's a typical
Oh,
Bobby
Bobby.
answer.
Oh, Bobby.
Yeah. And so
love
Bobby
it.
is like, hold on. And he just turns his keyboard on. He just starts like playing harmonies to the vocals. Like he's like, I got it. Like, what do you think about this? So he started harmonizing vocal parts and then coming up with that melody at the end. And so it was like, dude, thank you so much, Bobby.
He's
He
kind of
was
like a
really having
savant
hard
with
time
that.
completing the
I-
song,
I think we
Yeah.
can all agree when he took the stage in
amazing.
Tampa, like everybody's jaw was on the floor.
Yeah.
That guy, obviously, he's classically trained on the piano,
The piano.
among other. But just watching his fingers just travel all over the keys and everything.
Yeah.
He's so talented. Like,
Yeah, he's got an ear for it.
It was
And he's
definitely a
super
Neon
humble.
moment. And yeah, go to Neon if they do another one. We want everyone that listens to the show to all hang out and see Bobby play. If he's gonna play again, who knows?
Oh yeah.
I know they like him.
So the track radio, Hearts Beat in Stereo, what's it about?
So it's kind of my dedication to just the radio in general. My very first memory of life is sitting on the living room floor with my family and just listening to music. It was all kinds of like Motown, disco, some rock in there. I remember Dream On and stuff like that.
Yes.
And it's just always been my best friend my whole life. Like it's the one thing that, I was never good at sports. I was too shy to ask out girls and things like that. But music always helped me get friends. And so I just thought, you know what? I'm going to, have a song dedicated to the radio because that's what made me who I am today. That's basically what it's about.
Amazing.
Goodness. All right, well, let's hear it.
All right.
All right, so from the album Dreaming in Color, this is Elevate the Sky with Radio Hearts Beat in Stereo, right here on Night Ride FM.
Rewind back to a simple time through a window of hopeful eyes. Love letters sent through the airwaves. Frequencies take me to another place, so far away.
And that was Radio, Heartbeat in Stereo by Elevate the Sky with a little help from the Mr. System Glitch.
Awesome
I love
stuff. By the way, shout out to Yoru, who's in the IRC chat.
What? Yoru?
Yeah.
Amazing.
And, I also got to do a shout out to Boo Bitchcraft in the YouTube chat.
What a name.
Love it.
All right.
Boo Bitch. I think we've given him a shout out before, I should say that.
Yep.
We've given them a shout out before. So yeah, good names. We love creative names.
Also, one more shout out, Andre from I guess looks Russian or Ukrainian.
Okay, very
But
good.
He's in the YouTube chats too.
Awesome. Thanks so much for listening. Again, we are live. If you want to get a quick shout out, just go ahead and say hi in the IRC. We will give you a shout out. Once again, we are talking with the Mr. Scott, Elevate the Sky. We're talking about things, albums and radios and Neon Retro Fest and, LA, How amazing is it to be in LA right now with the weather, because it is cold as shit in New Jersey, and I'm sure it's snowing in Toronto right about now, I guess, right, Jules? Or it's got to be cold as shit.
It's actually, it mellowed out a bit the last 2 days. Thursday was, or like what was it? Wednesday was really cold here in Toronto, and then yesterday and today it's mild out.
I do like that though. I like the fact that it could be like the middle of winter and you just go to LA and you're like, it's 65 degrees, and like
I'm freezing.
I love it. Palm trees and
Scott,
living
you
the
were saying
dream.
it's cooling off a bit in LA, so I guess that means you have to wear t-shirts now, right?
Oh my god, you have to wear something.
Yeah, I guess it's like in the late 60s, but right now, like at nighttime, it'll get down to 60 or the late 50s.
What?
Yeah, usually that's the coolest it gets. I mean, every
I
once
love
in
it.
a while it'll get down the 40s, but that's
So I think-
usually like at night.
For the rest of the world, I think that's like 10, 15 degrees Celsius.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Would you know somebody shamed me on Reddit the other day? By the way, I have a brand new watch, and it is a TicWatch Pro. It has this cool little retro secondary screen that's like all digital and just like totally looks like an old Casio, which I love. But this thing has good battery life. But the only thing I couldn't figure out, because I'm American and Scott is American, Jules, we don't understand your Celsius. We don't get that science, okay? We do American science, the correct science. And
Right.
somebody unit shamed me.
32 for freezing makes sense.
Somebody unit shamed me on Reddit because I couldn't figure out how to turn the damn Celsius off of my watch, because I think it's like a Korean watch or something like that. And I'm like, I want Fahrenheit. I know Fahrenheit. I want Fahrenheit. And they're like responding like, how hard is it to figure out Celsius? Jesus. And I just responded back. I'm like,
It's
don't.
so easy. 0 is freezing, 100 is boiling. It
like-
makes it.
Don't unit shame me, brah. Come on. So anyway, yeah, it's good to have Fahrenheit, and I figure that out. Like 60 degrees is nice and mellow, 60 degrees in Celsius, it's like I'm like boiling or something like that. Like I just can't understand the science behind that.
Burns your skin off.
60, my skin is burning off. But yeah, I think I just want to get my bucket list next year. I want to get to LA because, I mean, come on, synthwave, palm trees. I did the whole Florida thing. I did I went to Vegas. The only thing I haven't done for my 50th, it's going to be my big 50th. I want to go to the West Coast, do some LA, do some
So LA,
GTA
here's the thing.
6
Yeah,
kind of
when you look
stuff.
Florida has palm trees, right? But
Yes.
they're shorter ones, right? But when you look at, well, me at least, when I look at all the photos of LA, they got those huge, tall, like 20-floor high palm trees,
Right, the
like,
big ones.
just lining the roads.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what I want to see. I want to see the postcard. I want to see the GTA 6 postcard when I roll into LA and hookers and whatever, Muscle Beach and all that other stuff.
GTA 6, that's the Miami.
Is it?
That takes place in Florida. It's like, fictional Miami.
I thought it took place in
Speaking
LA.
of which, did y'all hear the trailer? They've given a time and date and time for the trailer dropping.
I have.
Ooh, nice.
Yes, it's December 5th. So next Tuesday. Yeah, next Tuesday at 9 a.m. in the morning. At least 9 a.m. I think 9 a.m. Scott time. Pacific time.
Perfect time.
Yeah. I tell you what, I really am excited because I really think they're going to do a GTA. Well, of course they're going to do a GTA.
It is going to be the Miami one.
A Vice City. They're going to do a Vice City one.
If you look at the artwork, because they dropped a teaser artwork, it's got palm trees and everything.
It's all Vice City,
it looks like
baby.
We're going back to Vice City.
We're going big. Synthwaves is not dead anymore.
Now, you know what I don't understand?
What's
How
that?
could they not reach out to Z and get Night Ride FM piped into the game?
Right. That's what I'm saying. I think it could happen, and I think, honestly, straight up and down right now, we are going to put together a Kickstarter, and we're going to build a mod for GTA 6, a Night Ride FM mod for GTA 6 on the PC. We can do it. Z can do it. He just needs a little bit of greasing, because he's kind of a genius a little bit. He's probably listening right now, and don't need to pump his ego anymore. But literally,
Scott,
he's a genius.
Let's talk a little bit about Zencaster. So Zencaster is what we're using right now to talk to Scott.
Yes.
And Karen uses it for her show, for her interviews, which she pre-records. And Zencaster used to be free, and you got like X amount of hours recording time in one shot.
Yes.
Then they decided, nope. How about paying us? $20
How about some money? They said, and we said
$20 a month.
We don't get money from the podcast. We said, and they didn't want to listen to us.
And then Dennis said, "Hey Z, can you believe this?" And Z said, "Well, hey, their code is up on GitHub. I think I could code this up in a couple of hours."
Yeah. And he's like, why don't you just do it? It'll just take a couple hours at a time. I'm like, it'll take you a couple hours. It'll take me 2 years to figure out how to do that. And I'm like, nope, I'll just pay the money. So yeah, there we are. We are now in the red doing this show.
Oh no.
thestateofsynth.com/donate or whatever. Give us some damn money.
Anyways, let's get back to the album.
Let's get to some more.
We got to play some music too, because people want to hear music.
I know. We played 2 songs so far. This has not been good.
I know. Yeah, we got to keep the ball rolling.
Keep it moving.
All right. So the next track we're gonna play, another favorite of mine off the album, is Santa Monica.
Oh, nice.
Which I like. Now, I guess. Any particular reason you call the song Santa Monica, or is it just because, you're living on the West Coast and...
So, okay, funny story. So the song starts out where I it was going to be a vocal song. And so I contacted Parallels, Holly Dotson, and she was excited. We were going to get together and do this. And then, of course, she goes on tour, so that just kind of completely scares that. Then I contact Bunny X, and we get together and start, shooting ideas. And then their album needs to be finished, and so that kind of,
Love
killed
Minus
that
80.
idea. And then so I thought, you know what? I'll give it a shot. I started singing on the song, and it just didn't happen. It just didn't work. So when I listened to it, I said, okay, let me listen to this song again, just eyes closed, just think about the song, not melodies of lyrics or anything. And when I did that, the first thing that came to my mind was Santa Monica, the pier, and just how the ocean looks over there all together with the Ferris wheel and all that. So that popped in my head. And because of that, the other thing I thought of was this song needs a saxophone. So that's
Because of
how
course.
that all came together.
Every song needs a
Beautiful.
saxophone. I mean, that's
Yeah.
like the cherry on top of the sundae. You know?
Synth always gets elevated when you wrap it with sax and guitars.
Yeah.
That's it.
So yeah.
Well,
All
very
right. Well,
good.
let's play this song, and yeah, and then we'll talk about some of the other songs on the album, because you reference a certain movie in the album on some of the songs.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. And especially
But-
someone is in there.
I
Something
know.
really familiar.
All right, here it is. This
right.
is Santa Monica from the album Dreaming in Color by Elevate the Sky, right here on Night Ride FM.
And that was Santa Monica. I don't know why I said Santa Monica. Maybe because it's Christmas.
It's the season.
Tis the season. But no, does anybody ever call it Santa Monica? I'd be interested to find out how many people pronounce it that way, because it's literally written Santa Monica, right?
Well, yeah, but that's how you say it.
Oh yeah.
Is that how you
Isn't
say it?
Santa Monica.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You say Santa
I've heard
Monica.
Santa Monica.
Okay.
I've heard that, and Santa. Yeah, I've definitely heard people say Santa Monica as well.
I'm Canadian.
So-
We turn our T's into almost silent D's.
Right. Well, Canadian's a little bit like Philly with the accent.
We don't say
Says no
Toronto
one ever.
here. We say Toronto.
Tirana, yeah. And I feel like that's kind of like a Philly thing too. Like they just forget about some consonants and stuff like that. Like they just sort of like mush them together and skip over them.
Do they do that in LA? They like remove consonants and mush things together?
How do they talk in the land of LA?
Yeah, wait.
It's
Say
so
something.
mixed up.
Say something in LA, quick.
Okay, I'll do the typical one, okay? Because it's really mixed up. There's so many accents and different things, but the usual one that TV, will show you, and I've definitely run into these people. Just go to the beach, Santa Monica, Venice, and it's like, hey, bruh, what's up, man? Totally.
God, really?
That's it.
The surfer.
Story.
Yes.
Story, bruh.
That's
Like that.
That's the language I was using with that guy that was trying to unit
That's
shade
easy on
me.
the beach,
I was like, yo, brah, don't unit shade me, brah. Come on. And yeah, so that's a real thing with the Muscle Beach and stuff like that, because that's where Muscle Beach is, right?
I mean, it seems to be more of like a. I mean, I don't know 100% because I don't go out there and talk to people, but I have noticed that, at least from my experience, it's usually like, the probably Generation X, the boomers that have that kind of sound.
Yeah.
I'm sure the young people do too.
That's
but
like the Valley
I
Girl.
don't notice it as much.
The Valley
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, exactly.
Now,
Right?
one thing I noticed with your accent, you have I think we covered this before.
Yeah,
You're from
originally from down south.
Down south. Yeah,
Yes.
Kentucky. I've lived in Virginia
That's
and
right.
Georgia. So yeah, definitely.
You do not have the traditional LA voice.
Oh, no, not
I would
at all.
never guess in a million years that you were
Close.
from.
Yeah.
Dragon Weed's like the Valley Girl. Like I'm so sure. Whatever.
I just saw what was that show the with the hot girl, the As If. What was the As If girl? What the hell was that show? Oh my god, it was all Valley Girl. It was like totally like a moment in time, and it had the girl from the Aerosmith video, and
Oh yeah.
she had a name.
Yeah, her.
Anyway,
Okay,
Liv
you know what?
Tyler. I can think of Liv Tyler, but I can't think of.
Yeah.
it's the other one. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, now,
The other one.
The not Liv
speaking
Tyler.
of, like,
other
Valley
one.
Girls and stuff like that. I
Yeah.
want to get back to your music, Scott.
Yes, we
Oh,
got.
your music has
Please
always been
circle back.
It's always that. So your name's Elevate the Sky, but your music is elevating. It elevates the mood. You sound.
It lifts your
It's the
spirit.
music you'd hear, when you're watching like The Breakfast Club,
Oh
and the music you hear at the end when everybody's happy,
Right.
Or like 16
I'm
Candles.
soaring over the clouds.
There you go. That's it.
Yes.
Scott has that like
That's it. Yes.
uplifting kind of rock.
It's
pop.
end of the movie. Like the end of the movie, the cool shit happened. The guy got the girl, and they're just
Yeah.
like driving away on a skateboard or a BMX bike or a fast car or something like that into the sunset. And you just
That's
hear
exactly
Scott.
it. It's like the feel good. Yeah.
I'm feeling
blame the
good and I
90s.
got the girl.
I blame the
I
'90s
did a
because
bunch of
when I was
cool
younger,
shit.
Oh.
I was, I was still into, like, I guess I got into music, like I said, the first thing I remember was the radio, so I was already into music hardcore at like 3 or 4. And so by the time, the 90s were coming in, the whole glam metal thing was going out, but I wasn't ready for it to go out yet. So
Good.
I was not happy with the very depressing 90s.
Right.
And I think that, kind of
Grunge.
like
Let's not.
pushed me to like want to write happy music.
You didn't put the flannel on?
Nope, not
Like,
this
get
one.
this
I had
flannel off
long
me.
hair, leather jackets, colorful shirts. I was definitely not, fitting in for sure.
Just holding on to the dream
But
just a
by the
little
way,
longer.
Dennis Cassie, who joined us in the IRC, says the movie is Clueless.
Thank you, God.
Oh,
thank you
thank
so
you.
much, Cassie.
And by the way, a quick shout out to Adam Morgan, who's back in the YouTube chats.
Hey, Adam.
And
Nice.
and someone called IG Media PC. So I'm gonna assume that's their Instagram Media PC.
Cool. Sweet. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah, so all right, we got to get back. We got to circle back.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So there's
Ooh.
a track on here called Miracle Mile.
Oh, yes.
These last words. Now, obviously that is a reference to a certain movie that came out in the 80s.
Yeah.
Correct? Yeah.
Oh yes.
And what's the movie about? Tell the listeners in case they have never watched Miracle Mile.
So basically, a really quick synopsis is this guy is supposed to meet up with this girl he just met at a museum, and their first date. He falls asleep. The power goes out because he had his alarm set. So basically, what happens is he misses that phone call, and so he goes to find her at the diner she works, and he gets the phone rings outside, so he answers it. And so basically, it's somebody on the phone saying it's the end of the world. They're gonna nuke us. And so the whole movie is
that's
just
right.
everybody having only a little bit of time to figure out what they're gonna do and how to get out of LA before the nuclear.
Was
missile
that the
hits
movie?
LA. Yeah.
I remember I hear sound clips of that in like every synthwave song, and they're talking about how, yeah, he thought he was talking to his dad, and he said something about missiles were coming down in 30 minutes, man.
Yeah.
And they had that voice. They're like, hey, bruh, we gotta go. Shit's about to go down. So all right, so that's Miracle Mile. Okay.
Yeah, that's Miracle Mile.
I gotta see
so
that
I couldn't
movie
believe
now.
this, but Scott, you went and asked me to record part of the phone conversation. You stuck it on the album.
You're on
Can't believe
another
that.
album, Jules? Damn it.
Yes.
I'm only on like one
I'm not,
album.
Hey, I'm not on as many albums as Karin, but
Karin's on like
Yeah.
every album now. It's true. She's definitely on.
And she's on that song too. Karin is on.
That's right, yeah.
She's on
She
everybody's
is.
album. That's true.
We're
but yeah,
we're for
I
hire.
had to
We
ask-
work
No.
cheap.
now I can say I'm on CD too.
Look at you,
That's
man.
right.
You're
You
on
are
all the
on
physical
CD.
medias. We got to get you on the
Uh,
8 tracks. That's gonna be the
Yeah, I know.
It's like
That's
the
it.
EGOT for synthwave.
Yeah, Scott. You know what? You gotta be the first synthwave artist to put something out on 8-track. Your next album,
Ooh, there you
do
go.
8-track. That'll like Wave Shaper will bow down and worship you if you do that.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
gonna happen. All right, so Miracle Mile. That's a movie. I gotta see that movie. I'm
It's a cool
just
movie.
catching up. I'm catching up. I just caught up on freaking Judge Dredd. Like, I literally have not watched Judge Dredd until last month, and I just caught up on the old Judge Dredd and the new Judge Dredd, like the reboot kind of thing. Although I did kind of fall asleep during the second one. It was okay.
Aw.
The original was very. It really captured my attention. But the second one was good too. The second one was good, but sorry, I completely steered off the entire discussion into something about me again.
We're talking
and
about movie. We're talking about movies.
we are talking about movies. All right, so we're still on point here. I got to catch up. All these cool movies. I'm gonna add that to my list. And while I'm adding that to my list, why don't we just go ahead and play this next track?
Before we do that,
But before
Actually,
we
you know
do
what?
that,
I got it. That's actually a good segue. Because
I try.
We're talking about movies.
I do
was
my
gonna
best.
ask you guys: are you excited to see the new Godzilla -1?
I never seen a Godzilla movie in my life.
What? Are you serious?
I kid you not. I've never
come
seen.
on.
The only Godzilla I've ever seen is literally like when they reference it in other movies and they just show that 30-second clip of, the Godzilla knocking the other Godzilla over and knocking them down, and it just looks like big big puppets, and they're just like, boo, and they knock
So
them
you
down.
haven't seen any of the new Godzillas?
I have not seen a single Godzilla movie. No.
What's wrong with you?
I'm telling you, there's something wrong with me. I don't have the attention span. I can't get past 30 seconds of a movie without falling asleep. I just can't. I can't do it. I don't know what it is. I like short movies. To me, a good short movie has got to be like 35 minutes long, and I can keep the attention.
You wouldn't watch a Ridley Scott movie then, because
I
a director's
honestly,
cut of Ridley Scott's like 6 hours.
I can't watch like the whole Prometheus. I wanted to watch Prometheus, couldn't get through it. Aliens. I think I might have saw bits and pieces of Aliens.
Do not say you come on.
I'm sorry, Jules.
The best movie ever made, Aliens.
So sorry.
You couldn't. That's it. You know what?
But weirdly enough,
By the way, I just want to say, Godzilla -1 so far has still pretty much got a perfect Rotten Tomatoes score, and it's been out for like a week or two in Japan. And it's maintaining a perfect Rotten Tomatoes score, so that's pretty impressive. Especially considering it's what it is. It's a monster movie, right? Like a
cult
kaiju.
followings. I guess that's a good thing, right? Because the cult movies, you want them to retain that perfect. Wait, are you talking about perfect Rotten Tomatoes score, as in like
it's
the lowest or the highest?
Because it's got like the fresh.
Oh, because a perfect Rotten Tomatoes score to me would be like, we're going low. We're going for that 5% Rotten Tomatoes score, that perfect Rotten Tomatoes score. And we're just gonna dive right into and then it becomes like a cult classic, right? So what are some of the movies that were like really, really bad that were cult classics that were just notoriously trash movies? And I can't think of some of the examples because, again, I'm not a movie guy.
The Toxic Avenger was.
There you go.
I mean, it was
right there.
It was a bad
there.
B movie, but I mean, it had its charm.
Exactly, and it becomes a cult classic. You're like, oh my god, this is the worst movie in the world, but like everybody loves it and everybody knows it. And there's something to be said about just aiming low. You just set your sights low. And think of how much more you can accomplish if you just lower your standards. That's all I'm trying to say.
It doesn't matter because Dennis wouldn't watch it anyways.
I really wouldn't. I'd make it through the opening credits.
So, speaking of Godzilla.
Yes. Is there a
this
segue?
Third track we're going to play from the album.
Where are we going?
It's called Little Tokyo.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and I like this because you've actually got some cool. A little bit of Japanese sound and stuff going on in here.
Oh yeah,
little Eastern influence.
Yeah, how did you how did you come about making this song?
So by the time I had Laguna Beach and Malibu and everything, and honestly, not on purpose, I thought, where am I going with this? I'm going to LA. That's where I'm going. So I thought, one of the things I loved about LA when I first got here. And of course, I've lived in San Francisco too, so I guess I should say California in general is where I grew up. There's not really a whole lot of Asian culture, at least not where I was at. And so coming out here was my first time to really experience that. And so it's kind of my homage to the Asian neighborhoods. Of course, there's Koreatown, there's Sawtell, but I thought Little Tokyo, it just has a cool title, and so that's where that came from.
Yeah, you know what? Toronto doesn't have. We've got. Every city's got their Chinatown. Yeah. We've even got Koreatown, but we don't have a Little Tokyo in Toronto because pretty much, besides like on every street corner or like every street intersection, on one corner you got a Starbucks, on the other corner you got a Tim Hortons coffee shop, on the other one you got a sushi restaurant. So it's there's sushi all over Toronto, but
and Sobeys around the corner.
Exactly. All right, so let's hear it. This is Little Tokyo from the album Dreaming in Color by Elevate the Sky, right here on Night Ride FM.
that was Little Tokyo by Elevate the Sky. Last 5 seconds before I said that, it was Dennis saying, I'm not an idiot, because we get involved in conversations, guys. We get involved in, we were talking about David Lynch movies, again, how I fall asleep during movies, but for some reason I can stay awake during a David Lynch movie, and Jules tried to gaslight me and saying that David Lynch directed Godzilla, and I just said, I'm no dummy, okay? So don't be playing and gaslighting me with your crazy movie stuff. So. Anyway, so yes, that was an amazing experience through Little Tokyo. I love it. I love the Eastern influence on that.
Behind the song, we were chatting, and I was telling Scott, like, that track, I could see it being in the movie Black Rain with Michael Douglas. So cool. Very cool movie.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
all right. So, we've come close to the end of our interview, but we only played 3 tracks from this album, which has...
This has been the longest episode, I feel like. But in a good way. In a good way. I feel like there's just so much to catch up on, because I feel like, there's some favorites that we have on the show, and, we always like having Scott on, and I feel like time just kind of gets dilated in this weird way when you're on the show, that I feel like it can just go on, and I enjoy the talking more than I do the music, and apologize to the YouTube listeners. They like their music, Yeah,
YouTube, they don't like too much talking.
Not with the chatter.
Before we let you go, I just want to remind everyone, there are some phenomenal tracks on this album.
Yes.
You've got an instrumental of Moving in the Shadows, which is the one you did with Oceanside, right?
Moving in the Shadows. Is that the song?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a cover, right?
No. Oh,
God.
But it's the one you did with Oceanside 85, correct?
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah.
Can we play that
awesome
one?
Song.
I know we have the lineup already done, but that's like one of my hands down. That is one of my favorite songs.
But, so on the album, well, you could, Dennis,
I love
if you
that
have it,
song.
you can play it. But so on the album, you've got
Maybe
the
we
instrumental
will.
version, not the vocal one.
Yeah.
And now on the album, you've also got that amazing single you released. It was last year, right? We Are the Dreamers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you got Michael Oakley to help out there. And folks, if you're in the synthwave scene, if you like your artists, if you like your fellow fans, you got to check out the music video to We Are the Dreamers, because that is a tribute to just to the scene.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So many people on that.
Mhm.
So much fun.
It is fun.
What else? There's also the titular track we didn't play tonight, Dreaming in Color, which is also outstanding.
Yes.
And then there's Outrun, there's Laguna Beach, there's Malibu, New Horizon, and of course we talked about Miracle Mile, These Last Words. This whole album is outstanding, sir.
Yeah. You take the time. You take the time to cook it up, make it real nice and crispy, and then you drop it out, and then it's just delicious. It's like a Thanksgiving meal.
I enjoy your production, your guitar work on the tracks, your singing on the tracks, and then you've got folks like Ilya helping out with the saxophone, and you've got a little cameo from people like Bobby.
You cameo it yourself. And...
Yeah, I know. and Oakley.
Yes.
And of
Cara
course,
and Zoe Lee. And
Cara and Zoe Lee's in there.
Green, neon.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
And then We Are the Dreamers. That everybody's in that. You've got Zarina in there, Oceanside 85, Star Madman, Von Kaiser, Power Rob, Atomic Pines, Blake Carpenter, Lau, Bunny X, Glitbiter, The Golden Hour.
Yeah.
The list goes on.
The list goes on and on and on. But so this is a triumph, sir. This album.
Thank you
And
so much.
I highly recommend that everyone who's listening, they go out, buy it today on Bandcamp, because all the proceeds go into Scott's bank account.
Right in his wallet, so he can buy more things. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you like
More
to buy?
musical instruments.
Scott? Do you buy instruments? What's your thing?
The power bill.
What is before we let Scott go? I need to know his thing. Like you got $150 in your pocket. What are you gonna splurge on? Or let's say you have $1,000 in your pocket. What are you gonna splurge on? I mean, money's relative.
After bills and everything is paid.
No, we're talking splurge. We're not like we don't care about
Okay.
bills and life and shit. We like responsibilities. Like we don't need those. Just
I would probably take my girlfriend out for a really, really nice dinner.
There
and
it
then I
is.
would probably get some really cool music gear.
there it is.
There we go.
Food
See?
and music. That is.
I love how we put the girl.
You
in
put the
front.
girl.
That's
That
good,
he's
good priority.
smart.
Good
He's
priority.
very smart. You got to put the girl right in the front. And
Honey,
then
I bought all
you
these
think about
cents, and all I've got left over is enough for McDonald's.
it. And
Go to
then you
McDonald's,
get a
baby.
Poly 6 or whatever the
Oh,
hot.
By the way, let's
keyboard
not
is.
talk about McDonald's, those bastards, because so they heard my cries and they brought the McRib to Toronto, but they stuck it in only 5 locations on the outskirts of Toronto. It might as well be in another fucking country.
I thought
Right.
Toronto was like small.
No, dude, we're not as sprawled out as LA, but we're getting there.
Yeah. You can't take like an Uber to go.
Large-
Be like getting an Uber. Get me a
Dude,
McRib.
that would be like a 1-hour Uber ride.
That'll be
one way in
$150,
1
sir,
hour.
and
Yeah.
that'd be like $150 McRib,
Hey,
which may or
I've
not
got it.
may
Get
not be
Michael
worth it.
Oakley to get it for you and bring it to you.
Oh yeah.
Come on, Oakley.
There
if you want to.
Is
There we go. I'm gonna get Mowgli to.
Mowgli with the McRib for the save.
Yeah, his next hit song.
Mowgli with the McRib.
I love
That
it.
sounds like something Hoo Ha would write.
Amazing.
So the album, can't see how much it costs because I own it. So Bandcamp doesn't show me the price anymore. Oh wait, send us gift. Just so. Oh no, it doesn't show me. God damn it.
The digital download?
The
It's
digital
only
download.
$100. It's $100. It's all.
Wait, what?
It's cheap.
$9.99, I think.
$9.99, and the compact disc is how much?
$11.99.
I like that. I like the fact that
Oh yeah, it's $11. Yeah,
the
$11.
deal is this is where I always find it amazing. You can actually get the CD for like $2 more, and
Yeah.
doesn't it also give you like a digital
It
download
does.
code?
Yeah, so when you buy so for $11, buy the CD, you get the digital album, and you make actually
And you get the
you
CD.
don't actually have to go to the post office to mail them, do you? Because my CD came from a distributor.
Yeah, I go through a distributor.
Okay, good. So there you go. So that's
Everybody
why. So
wins.
Scott doesn't have to get off his ass.
Everybody wins. Scott can take that
Everybody
money.
wins.
You get a CD. You get a digital copy
You know,
of the
I always-
album.
I always
Scott
feel
gets a
bad when
dinner
an
with his
artist is
wife.
like, "Hey, I'll send you a free sticker," and then I just envision them like getting up,
Like, I gotta get
like
in the
wasting an
fucking
envelope, for
Lick
a little
a
sticker,
stamp.
waltzing down to the post office and having to like
This
get
guy.
mail.
Here's your damn
Right.
sticker.
Just wait for me to visit. There you go.
All
All right. Well, Dream in Color
Amazing.
out now.
Yes.
On Bandcamp. It's also on all them streaming services. I was listening to it on repeat several days on Spotify, of course, and it'll be on Apple and wherever else your DistroKid type service pushes it. Do you use DistroKid?
Actually, I use CD Baby, Ditto
Okay.
Music, and collaborations that I've done on
Mhm.
DistroKid. I know,
Okay.
weird. I'm like, I'm going all over the place.
Nothing wrong with that.
Eh?
You gotta be all around, spread it out, and
Yeah.
sooner or later someone will figure it out and
Yeah.
get it right.
Your social. So obviously, you can find your music at elevatethesky.bandcamp.com. You can also find your socials. What is it? Elevate the Sky, pretty much on every.
Instagram at Elevate the Sky. Same thing at Threads. Blue Sky. We love that place, don't we?
Oh yeah.
Oh yes,
But,
amazing.
yeah, and it's pretty much YouTube. Just Elevate the
Yeah.
Sky.
And I highly recommend folks check out your YouTube channel because you got some cool videos there. As I stated, yeah, very good videos. I love radio.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
And so it is just past 7 o'clock for you.
Time for you to get a McRib.
Yeah, shut up.
And time for us to get to some more synthwave.
Craig Packman's like, yeah, elevate the McRib.
Elevate the McRib. Show song title.
What a minty guy.
That is it.
I
Right
love
there.
that guy.
Amazing.
Well, Scott, congratulations on the album release.
Awesome.
This
Thank
album
you,
is
guy.
amazing, and your talent, like, through and through. As I said, you
man,
pretty much
thank
do
you so much, man.
pretty much everything on this album. So,
Oh,
written, performed, mixed, and produced by the one and only Elevate the Sky.
thank you.
And with that,
well,
Appreciate it, guys.
We will let you go.
we will
thank you,
pay
sir,
you
for
adieu,
coming on.
sir.
Yeah,
Is that what
it
the
was an
fancy
honor.
people talk about? A dude?
The dude.
A dude? Is that what they say? A dude?
Dude.
I don't know. A dude. What does that mean? It means.
Dude.
Does it
Oh,
mean
adieu.
adieu? Sorry, I guess I messed
Yeah,
it
you
up.
can say it in French.
Adieu.
Adieu.
I said a dude. Yeah. Probably not the
That's
same.
what I
meaning.
heard. Like, the dude?
The dude? What?
The dude.
Oh boy.
All
Yes, fantastic.
Scott, thanks for coming on, Scott. Always
Thank
great
you
to
guys
have
for
you
having
on,
me,
and
man.
can't wait to see you again in person.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. But thank you guys so much for having me. Always a blast. Man, Neon Retrofest. I hope it happens again sometime soon.
Yeah. 2024, 2025, maybe. Just keep bugging Grant and Amanda to make it happen again. And,
Exactly.
sooner or
One
later.
last thing. Are you working on any music, or are you like taking a much needed break?
I am working on some music. I'm actually working on a collab with somebody. Somebody that you might know from Knight Rider 87.
Oh, whoa! Exclusive.
Yeah, so I'm super excited about that. Also going to release Racing Against Time 3.0. I know it keeps
Oh.
going up. And it's also going to have like Star Chaser on there, which is like a little guitar instrumental I did back at Synth Valley.
Yep. Yeah, I remember that on Starfare's Twitch stream.
Oh yeah, so that's pretty much in the works, and then of course releasing the video for Race Against Time by Brad A. Canan, which I'm super excited about. As always, he does phenomenal. He did.
It's funny you
work
bring
with
his name up.
F-Label and
It's
Michael
really
Oakley.
funny how you
Yeah.
brought him up. Because
His what? Next Tuesday or
We
Wednesday? Wednesday,
might
right?
just be having him on the show.
We're gonna have Slack Machine on the show.
And we might be having him on the show.
Yes,
Slack
that's
Machine.
awesome.
And Brad.
It's like
Canan.
awesome.
It's the same person.
Yeah, he just released some new music too. So
Yeah.
He's amazing.
Yeah, he did a remix of Parallels track.
Yes.
Yeah, it's awesome too. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Super cool
Just
dude. I met him in New York just this past. I met him at the Alley Ride concert.
Yep.
Oh,
And I met Holly. Sort of.
Yeah.
she,
What a super
she was
team,
busy
you know?
doing shows. But yeah, it was good. All good. The LA crew is just amazing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Got to get over there. Until we do, stay rad. Keep lifting
Yeah.
the weights and
So
stuff that you
can't-
do over in LA.
Can't wait for some this collab you got with a certain person in the Knight Rider 87. And also Slack Machine. Right on.
Yes.
Well, thank
Perfect.
you
Well,
very much.
Thanks,
man.
Scott.
Thank you. Thank
We'll let you have
guys.
dinner now.
Yes. And
Take care, guys.
with
Take
that,
good care of
Jules,
yourself.
we need to play another track because we are not even halfway through the music here. What happened
All
here?
right. Ooh.
Let's play a track
ooh.
here.
All right. Okay. I'm so glad this EP came out. French artist BMX Escape has a new EP out,
That's right.
which is a follow-up to his amazing concept album from 2021. Do you remember Codename Jody? It was
Codename
on one of our,
Jody.
year-end top 10.
I love that album.
Yeah, so this is a follow-up to it. The new album is called The Mercenary Driver, and here's the titular track
What?
right here on Night Ride FM.
And that was BMX Escape with the Mercenary Driver. The Mercenary Driver? Is that how to pronounce that?
Yep, the Mercenary Driver.
All right.
From
Sometimes
the EP of the same name, which is available on the Bandcamps.
the old Bandcamps. Check that out. Buy it on Bandcamp Friday and get 100% of the proceeds to the dude who wrote it.
Yeah.
Or dudes. There's two, right?
Yep. In fact, see, if you're on Bandcamp, Bandcamp Friday ends in 4 hours and 34 minutes.
Right.
So you got 4 hours and 34 minutes to make your purchases and make
Is
sure
that
these
PST? Do they go by like everyone's relative time zone?
Well, so the countdown is relative. So basically it's 4 hours from now, 3 a.m. PST.
Okay.
So it starts at 3 a.m. this morning and ends at 3 a.m. Saturday morning,
There it is.
which is 4 hours 33 minutes from now.
That's hard science right there.
If you want to support the artists, make sure they can afford, a sandwich,
Right.
or a McRib,
Or a McRib.
and,
Yes.
or a McRib. Then
Delicious.
yeah.
Can we just
We'll
talk
splurge
about
on bacon.
McRibs for the
No.
rest of the remainder of the show?
No, because that's torture, man.
I would like to break
It's
that
evil.
down. I would like to know, is that real rib, first of all?
No.
Is it real
It's-
pork?
It's real pork. It's pork shoulder, ground up pork shoulder or something formed into a rib patty.
Okay.
So it's real pork, but it's not about the fake meat patty or whatever it is.
It's the
inside.
sauce,
It's the
right?
barbecue sauce.
It's the sauce.
And they slather so much, like it's all soggy and it's dripping all over your hands, and you
Right.
want to eat your hands.
Yeah.
It dribbles down your.
They are
Oh.
sloppy because I'll be honest with you, like I eat them like every other day because I live in America where they have McRibs. I'm just kidding. They haven't had a
They're
McRib
evil.
forever. They don't even have the McRib. They got rid of
no.
it. You keep
No,
saying
they-
the U.S.
you
has
guys,
it.
You guys had it in November.
Did we?
Certain locations throughout in all the cities had them in November. So they had the big McRib farewell last
Do
year.
you have like a
It- it-
McRib tracker or something? Do you have
There
like
is.
an app?
There's an app called a McRib Locator.
Get the hell out of here. No, you
I'm
didn't.
not kidding.
You did not download an app that
It's
tells
not an
you
app. It's a
where-
website. Just Google McRib Locator.
No,
Boom.
you didn't.
Pe-
Oh my
people
God.
mark where they've seen it last, and it's got little pins on all the locations.
That is ridiculous. That
Hey.
doesn't exist. You're making that up. You're ridiculous.
Okay, you're right. I saw it in a Godzilla movie.
There's seriously a place that you can go and report. It's like a McRib sighting.
Yes, it's called the McRib Locator.
23rd and Broad. McRib sighting. Doot, 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 doot. It's amazing.
All right, let's play some music.
We gotta play some more music.
Okay, so earlier in the summer, I believe, New Retrowave provided the music for a documentary called First Person Shooter.
Oh, that's right.
And so I think it's made by the same guys, Creative or Create something, who did
those cool
In Search
guys.
of Darkness.
They make that cool shit. Yes.
Yeah, they like the horror docs from the 80s,
The horror docs, the
yeah.
action docs.
So they made the first-person shooter doc, and obviously New Retrowave usually provides the artists who provide the music. So yeah, there's an original soundtrack album available on New Retrowave, and it's got artists on there such as Luckhash and Turbo Knight and Highway Superstar and Wave Shaper, Weiss, Fixians.
Holy crap.
Neon Nox, yeah, and this guy
That's
from
solid.
Ukraine, Earmake.
Very
He's on the album, and we're gonna play the track that he's got on this album. It's called Game Changer, and here it is, here on Night Ride FM.
nothing else people have ever known.
And that was Game Changer. I said it like Andy. I don't know why I said it like Andy. It wasn't even like Andy. It was just more like, it was like a cheap knockoff Andy.
By the way, so Craig Packman, because Australia is going to have their own little spin on things, but
yes,
believe it or not, they've got a McRib Deluxe down in Australia.
Do they?
Yeah, so get this. It's like a McRib.
It's got kangaroo meat in it.
It's got a crap load more in it. So it's a pork patty, it's the barbecue sauce, it's got the pickles and the onions. But then on top of that, they throw in the McChicken sauce, some cheese, tomato, lettuce.
Nuh-uh. That's crazy. How can you
and now he's telling me about McFeast with egg and beetroot and a McOz burger?
The fuck?
And jeez.
Like, I don't even know how to comprehend that. Like, that
Australia,
is Australia. They are truly the enlightened ones, honestly. Like, I feel like we're all gonna get to a point where we're all gonna realize that Australia is like the only country that seems to have their shit together. Like, if they could put together a sandwich like that and, you know, put out awesome Sithway.
Because remember, they used to have the Tasmanian tiger, and look what happened to that poor thing.
Tasmanian, is that like a real, like, is that like the Jersey Devil or the Tasmanian Devil?
Nah, the Tasmanian tiger was a real kind of dog thing that the last one caught in captivity was like 19.
It's a real thing?
It's extinct now.
Oh, whoops.
But it's you actually got it. They got it on film, and it's the weirdest looking.
Did it spin? Did it go?
No,
spin around?
That's the Tasmanian Devil.
Like a tornado coming by and like spinning around and like spins again.
It's the Tasmanian Devil.
Shit.
That's like a gerbil on acid.
Is that like the real thing that is like the cartoon? Exaggerated version of the thing you're saying?
They got nasty tempers. They got a nasty temperament.
Tasmanian
right?
devils? Yeah, they do.
Around. Yeah.
Because they're always like going blah, 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 blah.
Tasmanian tiger didn't. It looks like it could be your best Bud. It looks like a dog with stripes.
You just want to like hug him?
Yeah, but he's dead now.
Oh, wow.
They ate him to death.
Ew. They put. Don't tell me they put that on the McRib.
No. Although,
Oh my God.
hey man, that would explain why it's extinct.
Oh my God, they put them on the McRib.
The-
What
the
are you guys
McTiger-
doing over there in Australia?
Hey man, they got everything. You can eat kangaroo when you go to the restaurants. You can eat like kangaroo.
Now that would be an awesome McRib. Like, and I don't want to be like,
the McRoo.
I don't want to. No, don't say that. No,
The McRoo.
no,
Oh.
we can't.
Yeah. So but
need to
okay.
edit that out.
One thing I think everybody can agree on: the Aussies make a mean meat pie. An Aussie meat pie is like the best thing ever.
Now, if they could put a meat pie on a McRib, like that would be like the coup de grace.
Stop.
All right, we hold on. We got it. Let's just play a song.
Okay. You
We're
know
gonna
what?
talk about
But
food
no, before we do that,
off air.
because speaking of Australia, this leads us into some synthwave touring and events.
Ah, yes, that's right.
Because a certain band is going to Australia.
Oh, that's right. Wait a minute.
Right.
Is that the Midnight?
Yeah. So
They're
let's-
going.
let's-
They're going to
but now-
India. Did you know they're going to
yeah,
India
so
too?
that's it. So they decided to
insane.
tack on right before Australia. I think they're like the first non-Indian synthwave band who's actually like flying to India.
That's
to perform.
crazy. Like kudos
So-
to that band
Yeah,
because
so our friends Popcorn
Amazing.
Kid and Kushna and all these Indian synthwave artists, they get to see the Midnight.
that's cool, man. Like Tim and Tyler,
Yeah.
like just straight up cool guys, and
Right?
I'm sure they're not making a killing like going to like all these like different random places too, because you got to establish yourself, you know, in your
Yeah.
fan base and your
Well,
location and the
I mean,
the logistics.
when you're the Midnight, right? Like, so no matter how small the synthwave scene is in a certain country, if they never get to see bands like the Midnight, you can bet your bottom dollar that a place like Australia, right? People
Right.
are gonna like drive for 4 or 5 hours, 6 hours to see the Midnight
Yeah.
in whatever city they're playing in.
That
right?
makes sense.
So, yeah.
Well, very good.
But so, anyways, let's rattle. I'm gonna start one off. December 1st, which was tonight, Doom Flamingo is playing in Washington D.C.
Flamingo. Yes, they're touring everywhere. Mm-hmm. All right.
Let's
so,
see. You want me to do the next one?
Yeah, why not?
Alright, okay. So on the 16th of December, Bold Street Bar, Wolf Club is going to be performing with House of Serpents, which is Shawnee P from The Block, as well as Aeronexus, and that's going to be in Liverpool,
Oh,
UK.
look at that. All right, I'm going to do the next one here. December 30th and the 31st at the Independent, we have the Midnight, of course, once again. And is this also with Droid Bishop and DJ Danny DeLorean? And that's
Yep.
in San Francisco.
They-
That's California.
They sold out their first night. They sold out the 31st in record time, so they decided to add a second night.
Droid Bishop and the Midnight. That
Right.
is a billing to
That was-
killing right there.
If you're going to San Francisco, be sure to put Midnight and Droid Bishop in your hair. All right. February 17th, 2024, at the Black Heart in London, UK. Once again, we've got House of Serpents, which is Shawnee P, and FHE, which they're amazing.
Oh,
they
I
make
love those
wicked
guys.
covers, yeah. And the Phantom Division, who has a new album out with Strike Eagle on it.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, so here's the one we were talking about. February 18th through the 24th, 2024, the India tour with the Midnight. That is in India. Just plain old India.
I think they got 4 or 5 locations in India that they're going to be performing.
Oh, my God.
So Delhi's one, Bangalore, something. I don't know.
I want to see some Bollywood. I don't know why. Like, I feel like
Bollywood wave?
Bollywood wave. It's got to be a thing, right? Like, I feel like it could be a thing if they make it a thing. I would totally buy and listen to some Bollywood wave because it's like, it's really upbeat, it's poppy, it's fun, and there's like all these gorgeous guys and girls just dancing, and there's Jules, and not you, Jules, the real things that you know.
Yeah.
glitter and the jewelry
People
and
hiding,
stuff like that.
hiding behind trees and jumping out.
Oh my God, that's what they do all the time.
Yep. And
Every single movie.
And twisting the light bulb in dance. Like
Yeah,
the...
they do that, and they all do it in unison. I love it. So, all right, Bollywood Wave is going to be a thing, and the Midnight are going to make it happen. So go see that
Exactly.
if you're in India.
And of course, right after they're done in India, they're on the plane and they're flying a little bit further to Australia.
Let's just make a little pop off in Australia.
Yeah.
Why not? Get a little
So
McRib with some kangaroo in it, and
There
do
you
a
go,
show.
the McRib Deluxe. So February 29th to March 2nd, 2024, they're going to be in Australia. I think they're going to be in Sydney, of course, Melbourne.
It's got to be Tasmania, maybe.
No,
Screw those guys.
I don't know if it was Adelaide or Brisbane. They're going to be in one of those locations.
Very nice. Last but not least, April 24th through the 28th, we have Neotropolis with Street Cleaner, Megatronics, Knight Rider 87, and more to be announced. And that's going to be in the Mojave Desert in the U.S.
Yeah, it's like that festival.
That's
Get
cool.
This.
That's
Get
like
this. Karn was asked to go.
What?
And do a DJ set there.
That's like a synthwave Burning Man.
It's
some
like
shit
a
like that.
cyberpunk goth Burning Man type thing,
my
right?
God.
So, and they make room for some synthwave acts in there.
Oh my God, I want to go to that so bad. All right,
Yeah,
I need to get
looks
my
so
way to the west, to the desert.
Go west, life is peaceful there. Go west. Anyways, folks, if you want to know where we're getting our info, obviously we're getting it from the Night Ride FM blog, Synthwave Events. So if you go to Google and you type Synthwave Events, the first link that pops up, that's where you can find this information, Synthwave
Yes.
artists and where they're performing.
There it is. Get your news from the source.
Yep.
All right, let's play a song and play another song.
Okay. One of my favorite team-ups is always Swiss artist Michael Elliott and Dutch artist Craver. They've been doing music for a while. Craver is one of the first synthwave acts I discovered.
Incredible.
Every time they join forces, wonderful music is born. So they've released a new EP called New Beginnings, and we're going to play the track Gabriel right here on Night Ride FM.
and that was Gabriel with, I messed it up. Michael Elliott and Craver with Gabriel. See, that's the problem when they name the track after like a person's name. Like you get thrown off. That happens sometimes. But yeah, great tune right there. I love that album. Like that one and the Elon Dust are like two of my discoveries of the week. And I think just amazing stuff. So check that out. Jules, where are we at?
We got 2 more tracks to play.
We do.
We already talked about our Live at Mr. Fusion album.
Oh my God!
It's
yes.
still up on Bandcamp if you want to throw a little bit more money.
It
at
is
the Trevor Project,
but we're good too. Like everything past this point is
Thank
extra.
you to the Euro Theater.
Thank you to the Euro Theater. Like
thank you to everyone else who has
and
purchased
thank you
as well.
to everyone else. Like there was some really kind, very kind donations, and in fact, we even had some people. They went ahead and I think it was Marcelo that went ahead and just donated straight to the PayPal account. So they actually just completely skipped the album, and they're like, I just want to give you the direct money so they take less of a cut. And I ended up giving them a Bandcamp anyway, just to give them the album, but I gave them like a Yum code. But it was that way, like they didn't take, because Bandcamp takes a cut and then PayPal takes a cut. And that's why I was always trying to report how much money we were making, and I don't know math so well, so like I'm like, yeah, we made such and such, but we really made such and such, and we really didn't make $500, even though we were over $500, and like it's complicated because everyone wants a cut. Just keep giving us money, and then
today there is no cuts.
And that's it. Like we made the cut. We made our $500 straight. It was like $503. We're gonna write a big fat check. And also, I got really pissed off. And it's kind of like bittersweet because now I have to pay taxes on shit because Bandcamp is like, oh yeah, by the way, when you make over $600. You owe us some money.
So you got to pay the tax, man.
Oh my God, freaking taxes!
By the way, you got to thank also the artists that contributed to the album.
Of course,
OSC and the Thought Beings, which we're gonna play next.
We are gonna play next.
There's Chill Collins. There's the 2D Cat. Bad Guys Get Dead. Moon Raccoon. Johnny Fallout.
Yes.
And of course, Dennis yourself for putting it all together.
I mean, I didn't do nothing but just talk about it a lot.
Come on, you know what it's like.
It was a fun project, but I have to admit it was an exhausting project. It was really, at this point, our last concept album, and we kind of went in a different direction this season where a lot of our lore and our goofiness and our little skits and stuff like that, we kind of put them on the back burner to just give you guys more of a direct show. But it was kind of our last little universe sandbox that we wanted to play in just a little bit longer. So our jazz club had its final hurrah, so to speak, and
maybe we'll do another completely mental sometime in the future.
Yeah, maybe.
Totally mental.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough raising money, but we're super happy that we did it, and I can't wait to write the check and just seal the deal with the wonderful charity that does really do a lot for people in the LGBT community. And I have
the Lebutiqua.
I have friends, I have family, I have children who are in the LGBTQ family. So there it is. That's why I'm in it. I'm in it for my kids. I'm in it for the community, the people that make the music. I know so many people that are in the scene that are just wonderful people and deserve to just live their life. And it's a great cause that not everyone is feeling great. It's more or less like a crisis. Trevor Project is a crisis line where, when you're feeling at your lowest of your lows and you got no one to call, you don't know who to call, and you could call them up.
Who are you going to call?
Stop it. All right. So yes, Moon moving on. Thank you so much for everybody involved, all the people who just did a fantastic
And give yourself
job.
a pat on the back. That was a lot of you involved there.
Yeah.
So, anyways, let's. It's that time of the year.
Yes.
Christmas is coming. I mean,
Yeah.
Karen's gonna have a Christmas special.
Warm and
show.
fuzzy. Where's our Christmas
Yeah.
show? Are we gonna do a Christmas
Well,
show?
maybe as more and more holiday tracks drop.
Yes.
Because it's Halloween. There's Halloween tracks. Christmas there's Christmas tracks. We'll play some more in the next upcoming shows. But let's kick it off because it is December 1st.
Yes.
So of course the Thought Beings every year they drop some amazing jingle for Christmas.
Yeah. This
And
one's
this
a
year
really
is
good
no
one.
different.
I love
it. You can always count on these California guys.
Video's great.
Yeah.
In the snow, they're walking around in the snow and doing
Ho ho ho.
They're like doing karate or something, like doing karate things in the snow. It's cool. It's a cool video. Check it out. Go to Thought Beings website. You can check all that stuff out. And yeah, let's go give it a play. Jules, what do you think?
There it is. Yeah, this is Thought Beings with The Bells right here on Night Ride FM.
Ring out the bells to the sky, to the flying cloud and the frosty light. The year is dying in the night. Ring out wild bells and let them all die. Ring out the old with the new. Happy New Year to you. Now let's make it through. Ring out the false with the truth. We know what to do. We know what to do. And the feud of rich and poor, redress all mankind and write it a song. Ring out the 100-year war, the stories of old covered in the snow. Ring out the old with the new. Happy New Year to you. Now let's make it through. Ring out the false with the truth. We know what to do. We know what to do. It's that time of year again. The larger heart, the kinder hand. Again. It's that time of year again. Ring the bells across the land. Again. It's that time of year again. The larger heart, kinder man. Again. It's that time of year again. Ring the bells across the land. Again. It's that time of year again. The larger heart, kinder It's that time of year again. Ring the bells across the land. Again. Ring out the old with the new. Happy New Year to you. Now let's make it through. Ring to you.
And there it is, The Bells by Thought Beings. I love that tune.
Those guys are so good at making Christmas jingles. My favorite is still Frosty Bows. That track, it's up there. Like it's yeah.
It's amazing. And that's an original too, right?
Yeah, it's original.
I can't believe it. I love that song so much. I actually Googled the lyrics because I'm like, there's no way that this song can be a original. Like, I just feel like it just feels like a song that's been there forever, you know, like one of them songs. To me it sounded like one of those holiday songs that aren't really done all the time. It's kind of like an obscure holiday song. Like, I'm gonna do this one called The Bells, and you probably don't even remember this one, but I'm gonna cover it. But no, like, that was a legit original song. That is amazing if that's the case. So kudos. It feels at home.
We have reached the end of our show.
Yes. This is the part where we do the closing. We're going to play some closing music. We're going to tell you about some things, wrap up stuff for our closing set. And what do we have to say, Jules? I don't know. The hell you want from me?
All right. First of all, if you like Night Ride, the station, and you like the 24/7 music with odd guys like us popping in to say hello and talk, you can head over to patreon.com/NightRideFM and throw some money at the station, because it costs money to keep the servers running and the music spinning.
It does.
And of course, you can always help Dennis and I out. You can visit thestateofsynth.com, where you can find all our previous episodes, show notes. There's also Buy Us a Beer.
Oh my God.
Click a little thing and buy us a beer.
Pay our Bandcamp fees. Not our Bandcamp fees, our
pay the
Zencaster
Bandcamp
fees. Thanks, Zencaster.
Yeah,
Cheers.
Right? Zencaster bastards. And what else? I think that's it. Yeah. That's our show.
That's our show. Thanks for listening. Special thanks to Elevate the Sky.
Yeah,
he's
Scott
amazing.
Is awesome.
He's awesome. One of the nicest guys, living out there in LA in the dream, where they have palm trees and plenty of McRibs for everyone. It's a beautiful place. And thank you for listening, guys. Thank you for sharing and all that good stuff.
Yeah. We're going to play all of you out with the latest track from Dutch artist Envotion, featuring Taya Flo. And this track is called My Power. From all of us here at Night Ride FM, have a great night.
And we'll see you next week. We have Brad Cannon, right?
Yes. Yeah, Brad Cannon.
I can't wait.
AKA Slack Machine.
It's going to be a good show. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Nobody can show you which way you should go. Nobody can tell you what's right and what's wrong. Does it really matter? Let's see in the end. Say, don't you feel bad? Yeah, no need to pretend. We're searching for something, 'cause we can't get enough.